Hi everyone, my name's Suzy Rossum and I'm just here to update you on my keto diet and maybe give you a new recipe that you can use in your own keto diet. It's a really simple recipe. I call it nut hummus, and you can literally use pretty much any nut to make it, and we'll go over that after my update. So basically, I'm on right now day 17 of my keto diet, and it's going really great. I made the decision to cut most sugary carbs out and starchy carbs out, and so I'm finding it really easy to follow this. I think the last 2 years of binge eating on those items has definitely made me not miss them very much. And the trick is to stay full and to keep eating and not letting yourself get hungry to the point of starvation and dizziness. So yesterday I did my first yoga class. There's free yoga at Dude Chilling Park, which is on 7th and Brunswick in East Vancouver. I recommend checking it out. They have it every day at 10 a.m. and at 6 p.m. I'm going to actually go tomorrow, which is Thursday, and go both times, just so I can go once in the morning by myself and then once in the afternoon with my kid and a couple of my friends. So looking forward to that. It's going to be really fun, and it's so nice to do it outside in the sun because it's kind of like being in a hot yoga class, but there's a breeze and you're not trapped in with the BO of 40 people. So, you know, or like Fred next to you, some 66-year-old try-hard making grunting noises. You know, it's nice. It's nice in the open air. You know, there is some construction going on around, but you know, you can tune it out. Recess happened during my session, and I was like, kids, no, not very meditative, but you know, they were gone by the end of the practice, so I could actually do my meditation at the end. So yeah, that's my update. I'm feeling good. I was feeling a little bit woozy at the beginning of the session, but once my body's metabolism kicked into gear and my muscles warmed up a bit, it was just like being in a regular class, except for there was no foot pain, which is what I usually would have in yoga and would be preventing me from balancing on my right foot, because the pain from my sciatic would be so bad that I couldn't even stand on my right foot without it just killing me. But that's gone now because the carbs, the starchy carbs and sugary carbs I was eating so much of, it was definitely causing inflammation in my body, which is slowly but surely going away. I'm feeling good, taking care of myself, feeling more positive. My sleeps are deeper. I don't know. It's cool. You know, I'm not hungry all the time. I like the no carb thing, and it's not no carb. I should say that it's under 20 grams of carb a day, not including fiber grams. So I mean, technically, I am eating 40 to 50 a day if I'm not including the fiber I'm eating, which is about 20 to 25 grams a day. But as long as you're eating the right carbs and keeping it below 50 grams, you should be in a state of nutritional ketosis for at least part of the day, which is all you really need. So I'm going to go over my thing now that I was going to show you the recipe that I use for a lot of different things. It's called nut hummus, and basically you're going to take, I've used cashews and pumpkin seeds in this one, but you're going to take about a half cup or 3/4 of a cup each. Doesn't really matter how exact you are. And you're going to just fill it with water, and you're going to let that soak. You can add some lemon juice, or you can add some salt, or you can add both to this just to give it some flavor or to speed things up. But it's not necessary. You can just use water. So there's that. And then once that has soaked for about, I don't know, 4 hours is usually good, but you could soak it probably 6 to 12 hours. The pumpkin seeds you can soak for a whole day, but the cashews kind of get a little weird after 6 hours. So you're going to use that, and then you're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to buy what's called nutritional yeast. This is a vegan product. This whole recipe is vegan. This is basically yeast that's been cultured and then dehydrated, so it's no longer active, but it's full of protein and it's full of really healthful benefits. You know, it's definitely a good protein replacer. So you're going to use about a cup of that. So you got about a cup of nuts, maybe a cup and a half of nuts, 1 cup of the nutritional yeast, and then my favorite thing in the world that I put on everything, sriracha. You can put as much as this as you want. This is what's great about this recipe, is that you can literally use as much as you want to taste. Experiment. Sometimes it turns out a little bit different. So yeah, I use about 3 tablespoons of that. Some people use more, some people don't use it at all. Your choice. Lemon juice. I always keep a couple of bottles of these laying around. And you're going to need you know, a few squirts of that. Use as much as you want. People who like a real tangy taste, you can use lots of lemon, whatever. And garlic. Uh, I throw lots in there. Three cloves probably for the whole thing. I like a real garlicky hummus. So what you're going to do is take these nuts and you're going to drain out all that nasty liquid, because what you're doing when you soak the nuts, not only are you softening them, you're also removing some of the toxins that are in the nuts. It definitely helps to remove some enzymes that might give you a sore gut. So drain that water and then fill it again to about maybe a tiny bit less than what you covered them with. You know, just enough to cover them. And then you're going to take cup of the nutritional yeast, as much of this as you want, as much of this as you want, as much as this as you want, and salt. I cannot emphasize enough that you want to eat lots of salt when you're on the keto diet. Now that might mean a lot to different people, but I use, you know, probably 10 good grinds of salt in there, and it really helps to enhance the flavor, and it helps replenish your salt, which is going to be running out of your body, because on the keto diet you have to use a lot of water. You have to drink a lot of water. So all your salt's been running out. It's okay to eat high fat and high salt, my faves. So yeah, so you're going to have a nice stack of stuff in there, and you can either dump that into a food processor, or I just use one of those hand sticks, you know, one of those hand blenders. I use that, and that works just great. And so then what you're going to have at the end is a nice, creamy, smooth hummus, and you can use that to dip veggies in, or you can do what I do, which is when I need a protein kick but I don't want to eat meat, is I make little pancakes out of them. You don't even need oil or anything. You can just throw them right in the pan, make a little pancake, and fry them up. I'll make those one day for you guys and show you how they turn out. The favorite thing I like to do with them, though, is put them on kale. So I buy like usually about 5 bunches of kale for this full recipe, and you toss them, toss all the leaves in a bowl, take them off the stems because the stems are a little bit hard, and you throw it in the oven at the lowest temperature you can for 6 to 8 hours on a cookie sheet, and it'll slowly shrink down, and it becomes little delicious, cheesy, nacho flavored chips, and it is the best thing you can possibly imagine to replace potato chips and such with. So try it out, see if you like it. Hope you enjoyed this update. I'll be back in probably a couple days, so thanks very much for listening. Bye.